It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Sexual predator Brett David Hill is set to challenge the severity of his jail sentence. The 49-year-old was jailed in December for a minimum of 17 years for the repeated rape of an 11-year-old girl over 5 hours at Adamstown Heights in June 2018. Hill's lawyers have filed a notice of intention to appeal. They have 6 months to file the actual appeal and will then need to prove the sentence handed to Hill was manifestly excessive. A 23-year-old Hunter man has been charged after allegedly filming women showering and getting dressed without their consent. Police were called to a home at Raymond Terrace on Friday night and say they found intimate videos of 3 women in their early 20s on the man's mobile phone. He was charged with 3 counts of intentionally record intimate image without consent and was also issued with an apprehended domestic violence order in relation to one of the women. He was granted conditional bail to appear at Raymond Terrace Local Court next month. Hunter patients suffering with advanced breast cancer could save tens of thousands of dollars with a new treatment medicine being added to the PBS. Versenzio now serves as an affordable treatment option at $41 per script and $6.60 for concession patients for those suffering with premenopausal receptor-negative breast cancer. Federal MP for Lyne, Dr. David Gillespie, says this drug serves as another treatment option for breast cancer, which affects so many Hunter residents.
19,000 women every year get diagnosed with it, and 160 men. So there's an armamentarium of drugs now, had one more added to it, and that's why we're getting such great results. Medical and pharmacological experts assess every drug against a benchmark treatment. They work out if it's safe, if it's effective, and if it's cost effective. So it's been through that process.
The Rural Fire Service is hoping cooler conditions this week will give exhausted volunteers a break. The Little L, Owendale and Crumps complex fires are listed as being under control, while the Mount Royal fire in the Upper Allen is listed as being controlled. The RFS will assess the impact of rain on this fire today and is also expected to start a backburn on the Kerry Ridge fire near Putty this week. Meanwhile, efforts to feed the surviving populations of the brush-tailed rock wallaby are continuing, with aerial food drops of sweet potatoes and carrots in the Yango National Park after most of their food source was wiped out in the fires. Hunter Valley Police want our help to catch the culprits responsible for stealing a bobcat from a local mine. It's believed the equipment was stolen from the Mount Arthur mine on New Year's Eve using a tipper truck which was found burnt out at Sawyers Gully on January 2nd. Police are calling for anyone with information or dashcam footage to contact Muswellbrook Police. Around $300,000 is expected to be raised over coming weeks by Hunter pubs to go towards the Vinnie's bushfire appeal. The Australian Hotels Association and more than 20 local venues have joined up to raise funds to support locals and close-by communities in their recovery after recent bushfires. Newcastle and Hunter AHA representative Nikki Taylor says local pubs are not just showing support through cash donations, but through collection drives and events.
The Beach Hotel is taking collections of pillowcases, sheets, blankets, and one of the supervisors there is having a sewing bee at the venue with a bunch of people to sew emergency wildlife pouches that will be sent to Wildlife Crafting Guild, that will be then sent out to different organisations like WISE and Wildlife Welfare Funds that need it the most.
2NURFM Sport.
Newcastle Jets interim coach Craig Deans is hoping to move forward to a football-oriented week. Deans says a lot of the focus has shifted off football due to the coaching changes and wants to utilise their time effectively to prepare for Saturday's game against Melbourne City.
This week was more just about trying to clear the air and get people refocused, and unfortunately I've been in this situation before, and so I was able to reflect back on how to cope with it. So I'm just looking forward to having a week with hopefully not too many disruptions.
Meanwhile, Jets forward Abdiel Arroyo started in his first game against Sydney FC since suffering a Grade 2 hamstring tear in December. The Panamanian international only had 3 sessions back in full training and during the match helped set up Steve Ugarkovic's goal. Deans admitted it was a risk playing Arroyo, but it worked in their favour. And the Tokyo Olympic selection event for the trap and skeet shooters will take place at Awaba today. The competition will continue until Saturday, where it will determine who makes the cut for the 2020 Games. And the winning numbers in Weekend Lotto are 37, 17, 18, 41, 11 and 20, and the supplementaries are 15 and 36. 2NURFM News Time, 25 to 9.